Civil engineering is probably one of the oldest and most respected engineering fields. Civil and environmental engineers are integral in designing and shaping society and the foundation of society.
A civil engineer facilitates the life for the people. You know, they support the modern life. If a group of people, they get lost in the jungle, they need to think first to build a shelter for themselves, right? And oh my God, they need to think, okay, how they can drink that water. Is it safe or not? Because water is another branch of civil engineering. The basic needs of people and our human are, resting at home, that you feel everything is safe. Or when you're driving, you need to make sure that if you are passing over the bridge, that bridge is safe, never collapse. Or if there is, for example, a curve in the road, that curve is designed by a civil engineer. After graduation in the future, they are going to be a designer or engineer. So the definition of the engineer is not just having the technical knowledge. So they need to have the other skills to be successful in the future.
We try to get the students working on real-world projects as much as we possibly can because it makes it more interesting and it also makes it more engaging for them. So for example, our location here on campus is fantastic. For the environmental engineering classes, we have the Grass River just down the hill from us here on campus. So for our water quality class, our hydrogeology class, we're able to take the students down to the river to do water testing and to measure the stream flow. The students will learn how to survey in their curriculum. Surveying is one of our kind of core foundation skill classes. And so throughout the semester, the students will learn how to use the total stations and the other instruments. And every week they'll be out in the field working with the instructors. They will work as a crew, and they'll have a party chief that will be in charge of that group as they run the instrumentation out in the field. We also have a lot of great access to different areas in the region. There's some old abandoned mines that we can take the students to where they can look at the impact of mine runoff on water quality, and they get to see what that runoff actually looks like and how it can really cause some troubles with the environment that they can then figure out solutions to. We also have a lot of agriculture in the area, and so that is fantastic because that's a major issue in environmental engineering is runoff of fertilizers and nutrients into our waterways.
There's different aspects of civil and environmental. You have the structural steel design area. You have the environmental, which is the geology and those types of things. You have the road works, city planning. Often the students start to just develop an interest in a specific area as they get exposed to them more in classes. So on a building, whether it's a residential project, a house, or a commercial building, there has to be drawings that shows people how to build, how to bid the project. So you go from the concept to the actual finished product. Well, all of that depends on a set of drawings for architectural, all departments. So you would have heating, plumbing, electrical drawings, you'd have all kinds of sections and details. Basically, everything in that building has to be somehow shown to the people building it. So the CAD was the computer-aided drafting, became the version of that for, I'd say, maybe 20-some years. And then about 10 years ago, we got more into what's called BIM, Building Information Modeling. That's kind of the next generation. We offer both because the CAD is still very needed in industry, but they also are looking for students who have the experience with the BIM because it's very hard to find. So we cover both of those very extensively in all of our programs.
Students can expect an interactive experience in the classroom. We try to make the curriculum applied and industry-driven, so it's interesting and it's really practical. They're going to get the skills that they need to go and get a career and be successful and to be competitive in their market. They're going to have faculty who are engaged, and they're going to have peers that are just as excited as they are to be here. And they can anticipate that they are going to have a lot of hands-on experiences with their classes. We'd like to have labs with as many of our classes as we can. So it's not just sitting in the classroom and learning the theory and the book stuff, but they actually get to go in the lab and learn how to run the tests, conduct the experiments, analyze the data, think critically, and have a lot of fun while they're doing it.